Hey, hello? There we go. Hey, hello. Welcome to this very stream. Today, if you have not seen the news, I am going to be playing at Oz Speedrun at PAX, which, if you are unaware, is in Melbourne, which is where I'm from. So if you are in Melbourne and you are going to PAX, then maybe you can see me. I may even bring the sample hat this time. But with that aside, instead of mission mode speedrun, I get to play 32 track. Which means I get to practice the 32 track. And try and get a good CPU combo. Which involves mostly just trying to not get Bowser. Why? I don't want all three of them as well. The other guys. Yeah, that's good. We're going to choose Egg. I've done 0 warm-ups, not played any Mario Kart today. So I don't suspect this run to be very good. Global hotkeys. I don't know why they always turn off a 32 track. We're comparing against personal best, so that's what we'll go with. And I think it will say 3, 2, 1, go. Why don't I want Wasia? It's because he's a very heavyweight, as in the heaviest character in the game. And it causes problems on tracks that I'm bad at, like Yoshi Falls and Rainbow Road. But it's also just a general annoying problem, because they like bomb you across the entire track. Oh wow, lightning on F8C at 35 seconds. Are you aware that I edited the Mayro Bowser misspelling video? Boo! Huh. I had them probably charged way too little, but they exist. I think they're good videos. I mean, they did well. First, especially the Bowser one. The Bowser one did. Bowser one's arguably my most viewed thing that I've made. Actually, no. I think the shorts. I think headphone audio short has gotten more views than it, but. You know, Wario isn't face entirely just muscle. No, I think Wario's fat. I don't care about Wario lore though. You haven't had real internet since Thursday, so you've been having to what do you mean by Taos? Oh, to use. When will I do a Super Mario Kart stream? I have no idea what you're talking about, so the answer is I probably would not. Also, hello, KCIN. So you guys still using hotspot internet? Because watching live streams like super bad for like mobile data consumption. But also, I don't know what your internet plan is, so maybe you got one of those unlimited plans. How do I not know about that? people don't realize just how much I only just know Mario Kart DS. Oh, maybe I could learn PRB on this track as well. That could be a useful one to learn. I'm meant to get internet back today. Nice. I remember one time, we had the power out at my house for like, it was like a week. It was hell. But I also remember another time where the power died. It was when I was at uni. I need to get a uni, like I had completed a uni assignment, but I hadn't put it onto my laptop. It was still on my home PC. The problem was I didn't know if the power was going to be on the next day. So I had to go over to, thankfully I got a friend that lives close by. And I had to drive my entire PC to his place. Just to get this document off my computer. Alright bro, stop from Mayro 64. I don't know anything about what the hell you're talking about. You have a gigantic battery that turns on as soon as it takes a cut in voltage. God, we're getting some bad luck. I was looking away reading that chat message trying to figure out how to say it, and I ended up getting done in by that blue shell. Turn off the heater, it is plenty warm in this room. Actually, this room's cold. What's my favorite Mario Kart DS course? F8C. We did get a big old battery installed. For the solar panels. And it should also work when the power turns out to help keep, like, mainly fridges, freezers running. It arguably can be used for everything, but I think it's currently only connected to the imported circuit. I was PRBing. I could have been. Those first few mini turbos were feeling, like, good, but I don't know if I actually got the correct start boost. Oh, that was unfortunate. But yeah, the power outages are great and fun and cool. This is going to be a bad cup, and I think it's mostly just because we got lightning, what, like 3 times? Was it twice or 3 times? We also got blue shell once. So it really shows just how brutal a 32 track speedrun is. Because it's exclusively RNG. Do I ever play online, and why didn't I try CTGP Nitro? I'm in CTGP Nitro. There's a Hyphen Hoik reference in CTGP Nitro. In the Among Us Guild, if you look at the asteroids minigame, there is an asteroid that is made to resemble the Hyphen Hoik shell. The red shell icon that I was using when I made that custom track back in 2020. I made this guild. And I have tried playing CGP Nitro online. The past 2 months have had a CGP Nitro online stream as the 4th Saturday stream of the month. And I plan on keeping that up. What is my internet doing? Oh, that's unfortunate. I killed the goddamn fireball. Then why don't I make a video? Because those are different topics. And also, kiosk demos are really boring. Like, yeah, they are just, they're not interesting. How did I remember to split? I don't remember splitting, but apparently I did. Because like the kiosk, it's like, wow, look, it's Mario Kart, but it's before it was Mario Kart. That was a perfect startup, Bruce. What the heck? I'm not going to have done anything, but I could have definitely done that first MT better if I actually let go of the button. They packed with interesting things. I don't know how to tell you that I do not care. But hey, there's a YouTube short about a demo in next week. Next week, or is it this? No, it'll be this week. Oh, wait. Technically next week, it's Saturday. Hey internet, where you at? Thank you. Damn, a 2% drop rate? That ain't good. Why yellow again? This is emulator on a capture card. This is on a capture card. The reason for the lag is because my internet is garbage. Look, I'm learning to not do that first MT while Luigi pinballs that loses time. It's funny that your hotspot seems to be doing to my internet. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Bad internet moments 1. I think it's actually on 3. Oh, that's unfortunate. I knew it was going to happen though. I was like, eee. But yeah, it's actually really funny because my hotspot is garbage. I'm just in this little like internet or mobile data like black spot. Not black spot, I can reach a tower if I need to, but it's worse internet than the NBN, which is really saying something. That's a nice corner clip. Why did I see my internet for like a split moment go to 2000 kilobits, but it didn't drop anything? It was still at a solid green connection. Damn, this is a track I need to learn. What the hell am I doing? But yeah, I don't really know what's been up with the internet, because I feel like it's gone worse. I mean, it's still better than the NBN, but... Difer, Wii Fight and Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. I wasn't playing DS games when Nintendo Wi-Fi connection was a thing, so... clearly, the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection is better. One of my favorite things about having splits be on each cup and is that I have absolutely no idea how long each track takes. So I have no idea when I get the shroom modes. I'm like, am I doing well? Am I doing badly? I have no idea. I don't think I'm doing amazingly, but we're still getting lightning, so yeah. You don't think you've ever played Nintendo Wi-Fi Connection, but you play a lot of MK7? That was, what, a Nintendo Connect on the Nintendo Network or something they called it? Wi-Fi Connection is better than Wiimify because you can't be banned for hacking. That sounds like a pretty good case for Wiimify. But also, Wiimify exists. Nintendo Wi-Fi connection is dead, so and there are also other services other than Wiimify. Oh my god, Mario! I almost got done in by him again. Is this gonna be like on par? That's a gold split. By 0.03. Oh no, not 0.03, just 0.3. What is my internet doing? Why am I at a 3% drop rate? Is it even setting frames? Am I dropping 60 frames every second? Yeah, I don't need you to be counting how many times my internet's failing because it happens every stream multiple times. I'm well aware of the internet failing. Oh, I dodged that blue shot. I did not. I think I did that way too early, but okay. Fixed by internet? Fun fact, this is the fix. It used to be worse. Delta, you'll keep on having a good time. And fun fact, it's literally only OBS that does this. I've never seen this happen on any other application, but also I'm not a heavy internet user, so oh, there's a blue shell. Oh. YouTube is telling me that the bitrate is bad. But it's really weird, because it's not like I'm reaching a bandwidth or something. No, it's literally just doesn't want to give me the full bandwidth. Like, I could run an internet speed test while the internet is actively hating itself, and it will say, oh, everything's fine. Device of the whole network. I don't know. So it is Starlink, because that's how bad the Australian terrestrial internet is. So Starlink's not great for streaming. Oh, what side of the goddamn TikTok block do I go on for lap 3? This side. Yeah, well, I hope it's not the router, because it is the Starlink router. And I'm connected via Ethernet. I sound like Bluey's dad. I have not seen an episode. Actually, no, I've seen one episode of Bluey. It was in first year uni. I remember nothing about it. And that would... I wouldn't be surprised about that statement, considering the fact that I'm Australian. Better than the guy that said I looked like goddamn Sporticus. I don't think he said I sound like Sporticus though, so yeah. But no, it's really weird, because like, I'll look at like the internet speed on like the Starlink app of the internet, and I'll be perfectly fine setting around of, you know, about 5k upload. And then it'll just start going haywire. For no reason. Nothing saying, oh, there's a problem with the getting to a satellite. Oh, I killed a Goomba. My internet is not sponsored. We're paying full price for it. I like Tom from Fireman Sam. Who the heck is Tom? You're in the process of switching ISPs, and your previous driver was pretty stingy when it came to actual internet in price. Yeah. The thing is, there are cheaper internets, but the thing is, you got to end up sacrificing, like, everyone always complains that with like cheaper providers, it's always just worse, like customer service, and you know when problems do arise. Because the thing is, we're on there's two layers. There's NBN and there's the internet service provider. And the problem was always the NBN. It was never Telstra. And it's not like we were on... And also, we were on Telstra. That's the good internet. I'm probably like... Is there an air of uncertainty that I'm not like when two humans have a child together? Whoa, what the hell? What's the worst MKDS character? Bowser Rob. And if you think heavyweights are cool, then it's probably Donkey Kong, because he's the next heaviest, so he doesn't actually get the title of it. Because, I mean, character stats in Mario Kart DS are basically useless. I swear I've talked about this so many times. Where basically, yeah, there are basically two stats in Mario Kart DS that are basically worthless, which is weight and off-road. The lighter you are, the better your off-road is, so people used to think it was actually one stat, being like weight. Shy Guy would be like third best, like tied with Yoshi. because they have the same stats. And I think Toad is lighter than Dry Bones. I mean, Toad is lighter than Yoshi. Dry Bones is lighter than Toad. Because it's Dry Bones, Toad, Yoshi / Shy Guy, then like, I don't know. Oh, maybe Daisy could be lighter than... It's like Daisy, Peach, Mario, Luigi. Waluigi, Wario, Donkey Kong, Bowser, Rob. To be extremely inconsistent as far as upload speeds go, no. It's not great, but I'm not even using that much upload. In fact, their advertised speeds, if I set the YouTube stream to that, YouTube would actually complain that I'm sending them too much data for a 1080p stream. So I think download play is the best mode in MKDS. No? You're asking a lot of questions. You gotta remember, I'm not allowed to have opinions. Oh, there goes the internet. Is the stream chat big on PC? Maybe just in full screen mode or something. That was unfortunate. Going downhill after accidentally hitting the mud. How's Hyphen everyone doing? We're all complaining about my internet. Ah, it's a blue shell of lightning! Why is it streaming 30 FPS when it lags? Well, it's not in 30 FPS. It's just YouTube is or OBS is sending less frames. And so it displays less frames. So it's basically it's only displaying the frames it gets, which could be more or less or the same as 30 FPS. So it could be somewhere between literally like 60 frames a second versus like 1. Delta and brain rot is real. Oh yeah. Whenever I see a Terraria video and they talk about goddamn using a Hoik, I get jump scared. I was just done. I was like, what way do I press? And proceed to press nothing. Oh, that's good. Oh, come on! I got like the best possible item I could have gotten in 5th. Okay. Oh, bye internet. How you going? Oh, this is a bad idea. I'm pondering whether or not for speedruns at PAX, if I should say like every blue shell dodge that I fail, I donate X amount. But I'm kind of scared about that because either I dodge like every blue shell, and then I don't donate anything, or you know I have to donate way too much because I'm not made of money. That is really weird. I just opened up the Starlink app. For some reason it's reporting like 10 megabits. No, not megabits. No, yeah, megabits. Mbps being used when I'm only using like 4. Titles every time when you can't dodge the blue shell. Well, I mean, I think it's funnier to make it something that I'm in control of. Or something that, like, active failure of me. Because, like, I don't want to say, like, every blue shell dodge or every blue shell I get hit by, because I just feel like that's so unfair from, like, you know, tracks like Rainbow Road and other, like, you know, Bowser Castle. They just have ones where it's impossible to dodge the blue shell. Or maybe I've been hit by a red shell, it's like, that's just not fair, mate. But, you know, ones where I've built the MT, or I'm in an area where I could have very easily done it, and then just thrown it, just give in. Anyway, this is going to be a bad special cut because they always are. I can't believe I got 32 track in. I gave them 5 different speedruns to choose from, and they chose the longest one. But I suppose it's my punishment because it's 9 AM. Despite the fact they put like a 4-hour long, or like a 3.5 hour long, what's it called? Legend of Zelda, the one on the 3DS, like the remake one on the 3DS. Aren't there multiple remakes on the 3DS? As like a few hours after mine, which I'm like, What's really strange about the run being at like 9 AM is that I looked at the timetable. PAX doesn't open until like 10. So it's going to be a very empty... It's probably going to be a bit empty. There we go, bye. Alright, see ya. I'm also pondering if I should learn the shroomless pipe cut. Whoa. Because I can't do it right now, and I think learning pipe cut for Ozbeer Unpacked would be absolutely like epic, because I get 3 times to fail it. I don't know how hard it is. Ocarina of Time. I think it was Ocarina of Time, but I don't know. You can check the Oz Speedrun site for the timetable or for the schedule. Also tells you in time zones. Sometimes it's like 8:30 a.m. where you are. Nope. Whoa, that was some weird looking collision. What do you mean only plus 5 seconds? Also, what I'm going to do for this event is I'm going to switch over from using DS Capture to using CC3D SFS in hopes that it stops trying to recognize the DS as a 3DS, meaning that the capture card won't work and I have to use the goddamn Fujitsu. That'd be nice. UK, okay. I mean, well, you said 1:30 and it's currently what 10:30 over here, so that'd be what 9-hour difference. Now that ooh, yeah, that'll track. They're in daylight savings. I'm not in daylight savings. Those numbers make sense, I think. I'm 3 hours behind. I'm ahead of you. I mean, I'm behind you. You're ahead of me. Why the red shell? You got a 14-hour difference. Honestly, it's like kind of one of the like the most annoying things about this channel is wow, I was way too early. I was hoping for a mild long dodge, but it just didn't give it me. Is because this channel is like the only Mario Kart DS channel that exists. I end up getting a very international audience. Whereas, you know, as an Australian, I'd like an Australian audience, like, you know, people in the time zone I am in. But alas. Need to find more people. Don't you work on a video this week? Oh, I do, don't I? So I released a video last week. That sucks. I have no video ideas. My stream starts at 7:45 a.m. Yeah, sorry about that. I can't. I can start them earlier. Stop giving me fibs. That's unfortunate. What was that? Still like a 104 or something? That's pretty good. That would have been really good without the lightning. What the heck? What's my favorite track of any Mario Kart game? Mine's probably GBA Peach Circuit. Because so PRBN's thinking, oh yeah. I don't know, I just have for some reason there's a really weird unknown bias for 3DS Rock Mountain. And I can't explain it. Well, because so many people dunk on 3DS Rock Mountain for like being bad. I'm like, nah, this track's great. But I can't really explain why I think it's so good. Whoa, why did my MT go that way? Would that not crash on the Wii U? Yeah, because it wouldn't crash on emulator as well. Fun fact about that video, if you look at the way I made the collision, it shouldn't have crashed. But what you don't see is the fact that I edited out the fact that I added another collision type. And I just copied it from this original stairs to the new stairs. So that was a bit of camera trickery. Actually, it's more just like things I just got lost in the editing room. Depends on the emulator used. It crashes on... no, I don't think it does crash on Melon. It doesn't crash on Wii U. I always hit that snowman. How do I always hit that snowman? Oh, a Melon DS that crashed for you? Really? I mean, I haven't really tested it, but I don't think it does. It's one of the fun ways to troll people online is do the trick on an emulated version. Long dodge. Yep. You're on 1.1. Oh, I haven't tested it since like I'm still on like 0.95. Stop hitting the snowman. I'm trying playing ballet because I'm just cold. Because what is it, like 14 degrees in here? It was at like 10. I turned the heater on and turned it off at 14 degrees. Typically I turn it on at 14 degrees and I'll turn it off at like 16, 17 degrees. Apparently, yeah, nah, I was just like, yeah. I don't feel cold because, you know, the room was 10 degrees. And, you know, I've got a blanket on. I've got a jumper on. No gaming gloves, though, because I'm pathetic. I love getting triple bananas in the middle. I don't need to hold down the use item button the entire race. And it just makes life kind of easier. Thank God I had a mini turbo for some reason. Let's go. I cannot complete this track in 25 seconds. Oh, especially when I do that. Also, one thing that's been really bugging me like the entire week is that I've just had like a slight headache like the entire week. I finally figured it out. It's because my dad's been painting the house. So whenever I've been around him, he's been painting. And so, yeah, that's just been a right on loose. Maybe that's why I'm playing bad. I'm high on paint. No, I definitely would not be. Oh, well, that was a bad cup. That was even worse than the mushroom cup. Plus 20 seconds. Yeah, I don't think there's the PB, guys. He's so good. Unlike my internet. I tried aligning myself up with that turn and it just did not. Why? I think my least favorite thing about, like, you know, the 32 track speedruns is the blue shell lightning combo. When there's, you get lightning when there's a blue shell in the air, so you end up getting hit by the blue shell with no way of dodging it. Oh, that's not usually that trick. There's a blue shell. Cool. Let's hope Luigi doesn't get a lightning. Cool! Nice! Nice little super bounce there. Was that super bounce? I don't know. That could have just been a regular bounce. I really need to get this audio thing. Are you guys hearing like the audio be a bit like sometimes like make a little like electronic noise or something? Like specifically the DS audio? Because like I constantly hearing it. Not constantly. I'm hearing it every now and then, but it's only for like, you know, like a single The problem is I don't have any methodology of what's it called? Capturing the headphone line out audio into the computer in a way that I'm happy with. Though I'm pondering on whether or not I should get that's not a good sentence. I'm thinking about getting another audio desk because I've currently got one for the microphone. And I'm wondering if I should get a second one for the DS. Because I can't just plumb it all into the same... Like, I can't just get one audio desk to have both microphone and DS coming through it, because I need to hear the DS. And I also need to hear the computer as well, because that's providing the, what's it called? That's providing the audio for like sound effects and like Discord calls and music. There's also one of the other things I also want, even though I can literally do this on the DS itself. I can't actually do it currently with the current audio setup, which is one of the reasons why I want to change how I've recorded the DS audio. Is that whenever I'm in like wait zones and things like that, I can hear the DS as well as whatever's playing. Which is really annoying for specifically like the Wi-Fi wait zones, because they've got the random Mario Kart World music, but I can also hear the da 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 da. Wow, we're already in positive time. This is gonna be a bad Leaf Cup. Man, I love Mushroom Bridge. I don't know what's specifically about Mushroom Bridge that just makes it such a good snaking track for Mario Kart DS. It's just fun to play. Like, in a casual setting where you're not worried about, you know, the cars and things. It's so good. It's actually a perfectly fine Leaf Cup. It was just a bad Banana Cup. Ah, red shell dodge. Whoa. This wasn't a good run, guys. I hate to tell ya. Hope the next run will be better. But, you know, typically the second run's always worse, so... I'll do retro achievement speedruns for one time. I talked about retro achievements on a short, and I am super negative about retro achievements. I don't think they are worth... I don't care about them. They take the joy out of what the fun part of this game is, which is snaking. And also, it's just so ridiculous how it's like, oh, you gotta do a time trial of Peach in the Fish Part 2, in the cucumber, and get under 2 minutes on a random track that takes about 2 minutes to complete. I'm like, I don't want to do that. How much in the cucumber and goddamn Ono appears? But yeah, I just don't find retro achievements as things very fun. Fish Part 3. Oh, how did I not join the fish? Someone should make like a Hyphen Hoik 32 track. Hyphen Hoik 32 track bingo board. And then however most spaces fill in is how much I need to donate or speedrun. As punishment for doing bad things. What mistake did I make? I just got really bad RNG and bad blue shells. Holy audio, are you alright? Are you guys hearing the audio mess up as well? Cause like that was a pretty bad one. Was it perfectly okay on your end? It's just a problem with the DS capture software outputting things. Really? The PC like went weird for like a second. Maybe I'll rewatch after I complete. Oh, I see, and then you're it. Where is that red shell going? That red shell just gave up on following its target. I'm like, I'm out of here. Like that, just when I was hopping over to jump, it made like wait. Damn, 32 track is so much more calming than mission mode. Like, it's just snaking. If I do bad, hey, I've still gotten a time. Is this going to be under an hour? Should be. That's the time I've said I'm going to do it in, so ooh. I'd happily accept this as a, as a time at Oz. Because of Oz speedrun, I've set myself the goal of 1 hour. So hopefully it won't be that bad. And considering this run's had pretty bad RNG. And so like there's been a lot of lightnings, a lot of blue shells, a lot of blue shell lightnings. I fall off on Yoshi circuit, no PB. What a shame. Is that a red shell or blue shell? That's a red shell. A lot of those as well. Actually, I don't think there's actually many of those. Just some fairly bad playing by yours truly. Also PB soon? I don't know. Like, considering that PB is on Wii U, and I don't think I've gone anywhere below like this. I haven't gone like halfway before well, okay, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna grab some cables that I have on my desk because I was doing testing earlier. Plug in that one. Plug you into line in and mark you as line in. Make sure that I'm still audible. Okay, cool. Plug the DS in to that. Yep. Well, that was a speedrun. That was hopefully fine. What, 59:36? That's not bad. Like I said, I'm very consistent with my slightly below sub out. Okay, mute you. Then what I want to do is add. Wowzers, they've changed this menu. Audio input capture. Add new. I want to set it to line in 2. Turn up the volume. Yeah. So it's probably really loud for you guys. Sorry. I want to set it to monitor. There we go. I also want to do filters. Echo. Oh, so I don't rename it. Let's call it line in PC DS headphone. So hopefully that will make it easier on my ears. Let's probably mute DS capboard audio just to make sure there's nothing there. What were our points? 222 on Peach. 68 on Mario. That's all. And you know what we always say, the second run's worse, so... Why does my global hotkeys always turn off on only 32 track? So is the audio good, guys? Is it too quiet, too loud? The thing is, I can actually also adjust on the DS. Problem is, I kind of hate this setup because now there are 2 goddamn cables sticking out the back of the DS. So maybe I'll like intertwine the headphone cable and the USB cable. We'll take 2 of them. I got bumped by Mario more times than I did by whatever the heavyweight in the last one was. No, I think it's a bit on the loud side. So I'm gonna choke it down. The thing is, I'd like to... Actually, I think the main reason why I'd like another audio desk for the DS audio rather than using like the inbuilt OBS controls and things like that is so I can actually adjust it like on the desk with a dial rather than going through an application or something. That A not fitting into the PictoChat font. It's like, wow. Yeah, that's correct. My friend has given his review for Spider-Man No Way Home. I don't think I'll be seeing it though, so I don't care. It's also not, it's actually, it's not a review, it's just a ranking. Technically it's a review, but who's getting the semantics? Alright, time, do you think it's going to be faster or slower than the last run? Global hotkeys are wrong, we're still comparing its personal best because I like being in the shadows of my own failure. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go. Ooh. Is that how you pronounce it? It's a bit of a shame this PictoChat font doesn't cover like every character. But also, I think it also has a thing where like some of the characters used on modern keyboard presses are different to the ones that are the PictoChat font expects. So yeah, you always said if I time trialed, I'll be better. My times would be better if I time trialed more. Yeah, but I don't like time trials. You got bad news. Your 3DS is dead. Rip. In what manner is it dead? Can't charge. Is it turning on? Too old and never touched. That just got hit hell for review. And I don't know what it means. Because replacement 3DS batteries are really cheap, but they also could be a different problem, but I'm not familiar enough with 3DS diagnostics to inform y'all. In fact, I stay well away. I saw a 3DS XL being sold for relatively cheap on Facebook Marketplace the other week. But I didn't take it because it had a busted top screen. And those are expensive and hard to replace. And I was like, I don't really need a new 3DS XL. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do I like Mario Kart DS? 6. You can't play MKDS, MK7, and Sonic Rush. But yeah, if you've got a 3DS, you could try doing the so this is a short that I have in the making, which is you get a USB cable, lob it in half, expose the contacts to the positive and negative wires, and then just press them against the charge points for the 3DS that are next to the charge port. And you can possibly get a charge out of it. And it's really funny because I've started the short by saying, it's like, please don't charge your 3DS like this. But it's quite funny. I kind of like it. But yeah, look at the battery, see is it doing any of the suspicious battery things. Because if it's doing suspicious battery things, that's a pretty good sign that something suspicious is going on with the battery. If it's not the battery, then I don't know. Maybe diagnose it on the internet. No, if you got a multimeter, then if you have a multimeter, you can maybe connect up to the point to see is it outputting the 3.3 or 3.7. Use a 16 gig SD card for your DS slide. I have no idea what a 32 kilobyte cluster size means. The question is, are you getting into the firmware of the R4 card or Pico? Because if you're not getting into there, you may just not have the firmware on the card. And also, yeah, the problem has probably got to do more of the, ow. We love what you mentioned. We love the mud. So, Fruitius, I mean, I have no idea how to even start pronouncing your name. Did you check the battery of the 3DS? Like, literally look, take it out of the system, place it on a table, does it wobble? If it wobbles slightly, your battery's starting to go bad. But it should still charge, technically. If it wobbles a lot, then you got a very bad it may not be charging. If it looks really bad, then you got a bad battery. That was worse than the first attempt. Actually, I think it was 16 on the first one, so... Wow, we're doing better! You try to never see the light. Get a screwdriver. Preferably the smallest, like, regular screwdriver you can find. Open up the back of the 3DS. 3DS have the easiest battery to replace. I have a funny story to tell about it, talk about, because I found something really funny the other day. And I need to talk about goddamn scammers. Not scam. It's not scams, but it's just like unfathomably bad financial purchases. And something that I could very much easily do, but I have too many morels and not enough capital. But yeah, look up your, because it's like, what, this, because you said specifically it's a 3DS. If it's a new 3DS, then that's super easy to take the back plate off. It's just like the face plate's actually made to come off. And if it's a old 3DS, I don't know how they work, but presumably changing the battery is easy because they're like old phones and soon to be new phones, but not that weird in between period. But yeah, so as a content creator, I get the really lovely viewers also watched tab on YouTube, where I get to see what are other people that are watching my stuff also watching. And you know, sometimes I watch them because I just want to know what are people talking about, what's being said on the internet that's incorrect. And by God, I found a doozy. Or I find lots of questionable things being said. I'm like, why? I found like the 17th video on goddamn. Can you put a 3DS game in a DS in a normal DS? And I feel like doing that as a video as well. Lightning again. Bad internet again. But I found a channel called DS Vault. They run a store. It's a good start, isn't it? And you know, all their shorts have this nice pink cutesy vibe. Like, you know, real Hello Kitty-esque. And you know, they're promoting their 3DS store. One of the things that's really funny and like really funny is they're promoting that that their 3DSs have over 4,000 games. They are literally scrolling through Hate Shop. They're not even downloaded to the system. I mean, they download a fair few to the system, but when they say over 4,000, they're on Hate Shop. But the other part is, one of the videos they were talking about was they started being like, a viewer said their 3DS they've had since 2014 or 2011, I think it's like 2011. It was ridiculous. And it says, and it's not working, so let's refurbish it. You know what the problem was? It worked completely. It had a slightly bad battery. They didn't even show the battery being bad. I had a 3DS that I took off full charge and it stopped charging. That's how and I placed it on the table. I was like, oh, that battery's bad. Well, that battery's going bad. I don't know why it was so bad, but like, considering, like, I charged it, tested the thing. Well, I tested something, realized it was low on batteries, charged it, tested it a few days, tested the same thing on the 3DS a few days later, and it was already dead. I was like, So, yeah, so, you know, you have this channel that was refurbishing a DS that didn't need refurbishment, that needed a brand new battery. The disassembly of the DS involved taking off the faceplate and cleaning it and replacing the battery to make it feel like new. The best part is they were planning a new 3DS released in 2015, the year they said that the viewers owned their DS for. Does not match. I've done that again. I need to relearn how to play Waluigi Pinball, guys. Morning, watching this as you eat breakfast for work with an asterisk. No, I don't get the lightning dodge. That was so close, though. Oh, it's a blue. And yeah, apparently this store was selling 3DSs for like $500. Apparently, I couldn't tell. Apparently their store page was too freshly signed up to Cloudflare. But yeah, I just find it funny. It's like, you know, power of marketing. The best part is so many people in the comments are questioning, how much are you charging for the 3DS? Your facts are wrong. You're a laugher. Can my internet please, like, function? Thank you. You sell your doorstop 2DS and you haven't used it in a while and the battery's still good? Epic. I think the battery in my phone is starting to get more on the tired side. Which is pretty good considering I've had the phone for 6 years now. However, you want to remove the sleep mode? Isn't it just a switch? What's the average price of a resold 3DS? I don't know what. I don't know, 300 watts. Aussie dollars, American dollars, Canadian dollars, euros, European euros, British pounds. I hope they're not British pounds. I hope it's not British pounds. That'll be like 600 Aussie dollars, and that's way too much. Generally, you find better deals when it's being sold by like individuals rather than game stores. No, the slider for this 2DS asleep. Why do you want to get rid of it? I remember seeing a post that was, person was like, someone was selling their 2DSs for like cheap because they weren't working. The thing was, it was literally just the sleep sliders were turned on. Everyone was a bit jelly in the comments. 300 freedom doubloons. Why do you want to get rid of the sleep slider on the doorstop? Is it like loose or something? That's the only reason I'd assume. I have no idea what 300 American dollars is. That's a lot worse considering the last time I did that track, I got that cup, I got a gold split, so. What? I've like, I think it's like a 1.75 or 1.5? I think it's 7.5. Sniped. Actually got the forward red shell dodge. Oh, it's another one! And it's another one! You done the conversation, but I don't remember if you're in Kangaroo Land or just plagued by Britain. I'm in Kangaroo Land. So much so, I took a photo of a kangaroo today. I would show it, but it's a really bad photo of a kangaroo. When you move the slider, just literally goes to sleep mode. That's why I just want to remove the 2DS sleep slider. It shouldn't be that hard to remove, maybe? The 2DS not having a hinge makes it quite easy to disassemble. You can just look up a guide for how to do like, literally like any of the front side replacement parts. Like, just look up a screen replacement for a 2DS as your guide to how to get to the sleep switch and then just, like, take it out. Replace with some blue tack. $4.25 kangaroo coin, that's a fair bit. I don't know the price of the 3DS market, especially like depending on what 3DS you're talking about. Because new 3DSs go for more, XL ones go for more. Even doorstops go for way too much these days. I remember seeing doorstops for like $75, and now you like, can never find them for that price. They're all like 120 at minimum. Generally, what the best thing to do is just go on Facebook Marketplace, check out whenever, just have a Facebook account just for Marketplace. It's the only thing worthwhile to have a Facebook account for. Depends if it's brand new or second hand. Also depends on like the actual condition of it. The thing with 3DS is they've got really tricky internals, so it's a lot harder to buy a broken one and repair it. Compared to like a DS or DS Lite, where if they've got a busted bottom screen, that's like easy. Generally, bottom screens are easier to repair than top screens because you don't need to. You'll say between 90 and €150. Yeah, it's probably. a fair range. Pretty, yeah, euros and American dollars are really similar. Oh, it's this side for lap 3. And if I hit advice to use Facebook Marketplace, I might have to, lol. They just price it. Yeah, I always find, so there's a game store in Melbourne. I can't remember what its name is. But they moved locations and I went to see it the other day just to see how it was. Their game prices weren't horrible if you weren't planning on buying like anything. Like for the garbage shovelware stuff, it was fine enough. Cheaper than cash converters, which is okay. But as soon as you wanted to get like, you know, a game with an actual title, yeah, nah. They had like 6 copies of Super Mario 64 DS for like $50 each. I could buy that game for like $20 and I think I would have overpriced. Activate your Google. Sorry. But yeah, their prices on actual consoles, they weren't good. Their consoles, the cheapest thing they had was like an OG DS, which was at a price where it's like, if I needed an OG DS, it'll be fine. You went to a trade store and I boxed Pokemon Black for $215 Aussies. Yeah, that is what I would call a slight bit of yikes. Pokemon games are ridiculous. The good thing about the Nintendo DS is that it's got like the easiest piracy scene of like, actually I think actually kind of everything has a good piracy scene. I found DS lights were cheaper. I have seen in the same cabinet at the cash converters, Switch lights cheaper than 3DS systems. I think it was like, I don't remember what 3DS system it was, but I've seen them. And a Switch Lite. I think I've even seen Switches more expensive than some 3DSs, but like the DS I'm currently playing on, I got it for $50 because it was in such good condition from a cash converters, and I was like, it's like, yeah, I'll get that. Because like I was like, I am not finding a 3DS, OG DS that good. And considering that I make MKDS content and OG DS is the only ones that have capture cards, I kind of need a good one to put a capture card into. It took like 4 years to get a capture card. I think it was 3 years. Still. You want a moddable 3DS, or so does everyone else? Every 3DS is moddable. The only way you cannot get a moddable 3DS is if it's already modded. Don't pay for a modded service. It's one of the really annoying things about a lot of these, like, I've seen them a few times, these, like, scam's not really the right word, these scumbag, places trying to just sell modded 3DSs. It's like, they're trying to advertise a point that costs literally $0, or it costs the price of an SD card, because you should probably get one that's a bit bigger than 4 gigs. And there are people that's getting like terabyte large SD cards. No, if you're playing like near to no games, you can literally get like a 32 gig. It really does not matter. If I want to capture card with my 2DS and new 2DS XL, I'm not going to do it. I mean, they're not as available. And if you're in Europe, they're slightly more available because you've actually got a store on that side of the planet. It's like Germany or something. Whereas me, I had to go buy a loopy, which is American, because, like, by God, the postage prices from Europe were not great. And also, the price was just slightly worse. You choose a 256GB SD card, and you choose Excel a 512. Yeah, it's plenty. I always find it funny when people are like, damn, you can play like thousands of games on this thing. It's like, why would you? It's like, why would you have to own like a bajillion games? Oh, that's a shame. Prices were cheaper 2 or more years ago. Yeah, they were. The minimum you really need is 64 gigs. You can even get away with like 32 or even like 16. I mean, how big are 3DS games? But I always find it also funny. I'm talking about this goddamn DS Vault channel again. That's a scumbag, scummy channel, not a scam though. It's like, one of the other talking points was, you know, they were saying they've got access to 4,000 games. Is they also talk about you can play like so many different consoles. Like, who wants to play goddamn like Neo Geo games on the goddamn 3DS? Try and sell me an OG DS fat. Good buttons, capture card mod. You get to join the cause of wanting someone to make a screen mod for him. Ow, mole, how dare you. Why do you care about 15? About what? Why don't I put an SD card greater than 128 into their 3DS? Doesn't like too large an SD card make it take slower to boot up? Not like I would call the 3DS a fast system. 3DS is slow. I always thought the 3DSs were always quite slow systems until I got a Wii U. Oh, you know what I forgot to do in this stream? I was going to record the stream so I can send the footage off the puddings to do timings of the to do timings for the, what's it called? See if the Pico is faster than R4s. I mean, puddings may still be able to. No, there's too many frame drops. I hear that the loading is very long. That was nearly so clean. If you want to try putting a 512 gig into your 3DS and see how long it would take, it took 5 minutes? Really?
Heading out now. Payday is soon. Take a reckless Dono and GL on the run, mate. Thumbs up emoji.
Reckless. Epic. Thank you. Oh. I'll try to pronounce your name, but I would butcher it, so I'm not going to. Oh my god, what is happening to the donation message part of that the chat box on stream? Boot times are already accessible without an SD card, while DS, DSi, and DS Lite boot instantly. The DSi takes a second or two to boot. But also, it's like, yeah, the Wellses. But yeah, I mean, also those games are smaller. A lot of games from like like, you know, basically, like, I feel like the DS was probably like one of the last consoles to have an instantaneous boot up. Like things just started getting larger and larger. It's like, because games became more of a separate entity in the whole like chain of like equipment, whereas like, you know, a card, like other cartridges basically like input into the system. It was basically like adding a SD card. Woo! Oh, I did it. I can now heart the super chat. Thank you. I need to move my mouse cursor because it's in the middle of my screen. Oh, hey, boo. I don't think the amount of times people realize I play with a mouse cursor is just clearly visible on screen. Like, my streaming setup is cooked. Ow. Just pondering if I should go for the pipe shortcut. I'm like, no, I have no idea what the lineup for it is. Get Abel on stream. Teach me how to do the pipe shortcut. You know you can PRB with a boost panel? Yeah, it's called a PRB reset. Why are they calling it a prolonged panel boost? And arguably, prolonged panel boosting is the only type of PRB I can do because I'm not good enough at getting the startup boost. I have a fib. Why do I have that? I think the main reason why I should really learn how to do the pipe cut is because my Rainbow Road races are so boring. Because I'm so bad. Because I'm just a hazard to myself on these courses. Ooh. Well, that wasn't good. Plus 9 seconds. Yoinks. No, my green shell. Oh, that's good. There's like no items. This room is getting cold because it's fallen like 2 degrees since I last looked at the temperature, and it's starting to get to me. Who would have thought winter in Australia would be cold? That's really annoying because I do need to actually have like some day where it's warm. Because I need to go to the city to goddamn record something stupid. And I need to not be goddamn overcast. Actually, it would have been quite nice today. The weather was actually pretty good today, but I didn't know it, and also it's a weekend, so I wouldn't really want to be doing it on a weekend. Much rather do it like on a weekday at some awkward time where there's not going to be people around. Wow, my MTs are great. Come on, redemption. $100cc blue shuttle guide now. I've made a short on it. And it was a while ago, so I have to dig in a bit to find it, but it is out there. It was 150cc. No, I definitely made it a 100cc one. 1 minute, I'll take that. It's like 4 seconds faster than like the last one, so it's like, wow, what a time save. If I just did a stream where I should just play like the same track like a bunch of times. Imagine if I just did like just one track 32 times as practice. Ah, what the hell? I mean, what would be the easiest way of doing that? Because I can't just replace the track with the same one unless I like... What if I... Ooh, I could ask to see like, can I set the random track pointer to just always be the exact same course number, so... I mean, yeah, good work. Hello. They should definitely know where the MKDS devs should definitely know where well, not MKDS. The MKDS modders definitely know where the random track pointer is because I had to deal with it for CTGP Nitro's random track order. So it's just a matter of can we jeopardize that to just make it always pick the exact same track. Has this stream been hilarious? You missed all of it? The internet's been pretty bad. It's calmed down a bit. It was at like, we had like, it was like 3% dropped like earlier in the stream, but now it's gone down to like 1.8, which is still more than I would like. If it's more than 1%, I'm kind of not a happy chap. You're kind of terrified of IPS screens on your DS large because breaking them because they need a minute or two to warm up or else they flicker like an old CRT. Well, it just sounds like you can use them, but they're just a bit annoying with. I mean, yeah, I'm not familiar with DSi XLs because I don't have one. Been looking for one. People keep selling them for too high prices, and I'm just like, eh. And then I find a good one, and it's like, huh, what's the problem? Oh, top screen's completely busted. I mean, they use it's uncomfortable and convinced they'll get worse. Rip. I'd like to get a DSi XL just for the sake of the completing the collection of just normal DSs. I don't think I'll ever make all 6 3DS models because I need the 3 of the most. I think I've got like, and I've got a pretty good start with goddamn having the new 3DS normal sized. But I think getting the 3 XLs and a normal OG 3DS, that is going to be hell and costly. But thankfully today's sponsor, no. It's really funny. I was chatting in the Discord the other day about would I accept a sponsor? I'm just like, why would I get one? This channel's tiny and doesn't get a consistent view count. I've had a video this year that only got like 800 views. This stream to you by Evil Snowman. Nah, stream is definitely brought to you by Fish. Nice. I feel like I did really well on lap 1 of this course, and then lap 2 and 3 I kind of just like lose the plot. D-pad's identical if not worse to the original DSi. I've actually come around on the DSi's D-pad. One of the things I actually think is kind of bad about the DS complaints video is that the DS Lite was being repped by the worst DS I think I have. Like, I would rather play on the tall button DS that's currently assembled rather than the goddamn Mario DS. And also, I think I was being way too harsh on the DSi. It is decent. OG DS is still better. Bad screens be damned. Like, the worst part about the OG DS is it sucks to film, because it's... Actually, kind of every DS sucks to film. They're all so reflective. The Wowzers. Oh yeah. The Wowzers. Oh no, that blue shell's not gonna go after me. Cool. If I have a webcam on stream, I think I should use the DSi camera for it. Whoop. Problem is, I'm currently using the DS Pico as the current flash cart. And I can't use the facing scan because it's being used, because the OG DS is what's providing the game. What position was I in to get triple mushrooms? Oop. I was trying to cut over the water to trick the red shell into going into there. It turns out I was going in there. Because that'll probably get old pretty fast. Yeah. It would be funny to use, but it's just like, it's not... I also don't like using face cam. I'm just not a fan of it. I like being able to look wherever I want to. I'm also not pretty. Not like this thing in the corner is nice looking. Dogging on sample. Classic. That was a good little super bounce. I've been learning a bit about super bounces because I finally decided to write a script on wall assisted super bounces. And so I rewatched Super's video just like twice. And still got him to look over the script. And you know, there's a lot of small new ones that happen when it comes to doing a wasted. I still don't fully understand it. But basically, I think it's described as, I think a wall super bounce is when you're hitting a wall, your like projected and current directions get updated. And so you start going, so you go a lot higher with a super bounce. It's a bit too complicated. And trying to simplify something complicated into a script is, for a YouTube short of like 30 seconds, is a bit tough. I always love how, you know, you got, you know, all these advanced glitches that describe how it works. And you got like PRB, it's just, yeah, for some reason, just mini turbos just don't For some reason, being in boost always just gives you mini turbo. Or just always just retains the off-road immunity. What if I made longer shorts? I have thought about this. I have been pondering. Because, you know, shorts can be up to, like, what, 30 seconds? 3 minutes, I mean? I had number 3 in my mind. I said 30 like an idiot. Like, 3-minute shorts. Problem is, I don't like talking for 3 minutes. I talk relatively quickly. And I like explaining things really briefly. And it's also, like, we're talking about, like, the Walls as a super bounce. It was like, I summarized it in a non-complicated way, and it ends up becoming really short. Because basically the entire rest of, like, Super's video is about more of, like, the nuance of how it works. Whereas, like, people just don't want to... Aren't they supposed to be short? Sometimes you feel like some of my shorts lack substance and they feel lackluster. That is honestly 100% fair. I don't like being overly complicated. This is I don't know how to really describe it. PRB start, by the way. Pity I hit the truck. I mean the car. What did I hit? No, I hit a truck. Are they supposed to be short, you know, just to put a name short? Yeah, but then people complain they couldn't explain enough in 1 minute, and I'm just like, cowards. Just speak faster. But yeah, I just feel like when it comes to like writing the scripts, it's just like, they kind of just end up being short scripts. Like if shorts weren't a thing, I'd probably be making way more like videos that are only like a few minutes in length. Like it probably would be longer because, you know, YouTube doesn't really like having 30-second videos explaining a single topic. Hey. I like Mushroom Bridge. Wow, look at that time save. Lackatoo, what are you doing? But yeah, guys, what of my shorts do you think should have been longer? I'm curious about what you guys think. Fancy ball walk. Fish. Fish part 2. I'd like to get a mini turbo, please. Thank you. I always love how, like, you know, I got like all these channel emojis on the channel for the channel members to use. And, you know, there's like ones that are like, you know, taken basically, you know, I've got PogStamp, which is just, you know, directly based on like the Twitch emoji that people keep using. No, the only emoji I really see ever gets used is dodged and the fish. Fish part 3. It's just really funny. Big fun. Wah! Oh, I was gonna try and overtake Peach, but seems today we have a list of. Hey guys, today we have a list of top 5 Mario Kart DS moments. Number 1 is surely made you go, wow. And number 4, we have the fish on Banshee Boardwalk. Why are we saying number 4? And number 2, we have that time some 9-year-old came to the scene and claimed to be a world record player. And he was. Sources say he may still be 9 years old. Well, no. Who put a film on that jump? New to me? New? It wasn't the classic me putting items on my line that I'm trying to take. Okay. Number 3, that time that Hyphen Hoik put items on his line and then crashed into it on lap 3, complaining about who put it there. Your 2DS battery is getting very low very fast. You may want to take it out and look at it. That's how I noticed my 3DS battery going. Like, it wasn't dangerously spicy. Like, batteries don't. Like, it wasn't pushing on the case yet. Still had lots of room to expand. But I did notice the battery capacity was not good. Top 5 Mario Kart course. Number 1 N64 Shogun Circuit. Yoshi 2 Red Circle Big Arrow PogChamp Guy Shock That Banana. I don't know how I managed to read that entire sentence and not crash into anything. It's also surprising just how able I am to play this game while reading a chat. And then, like, as soon as I play, like, anything else, it is, like, Struggle City. Well, it's not a PB run, guys. Who would have seen that coming? Coming in plus 30 seconds into the Lightning Cup. Woo! My hand hurts. But it's always the hand that holds the A button. It's not the one doing the snaking. Top 54,691,206. What's my least favorite mission from mission mode? Counting the secret 7 dash missions. My least favorite one to play? 7-5. My least favorite mission in terms of like just a bad mission. 6 dash the Yoshi Circuit one. As well as 5-3, is it? Or is it 4-3? I think it's 5-3, the Cooper Beach item boxes one. Is 1-8? Is that the one on Nintendo DS? Well, what are the points? Peach on 69. How comical? But one's 3-5. That's 1-6. No, it's not. 1-6 is out the mansion backwards. Oh, that one's... Oh, it's mini turbos. Oh, it's confusing with 1-5. What did you say? 3-5? It's the LC2, LC11? No, it's Plaza 1. How do you hate this mission? (3-6) you mean? Right. Which one's 3-6? Oh, I get it. Now, what you want to do... This mission's really easy if you if you don't care about being all too fast. Get the item box. Hold it over the hole. Back up. Get an item. Get a second item. Go over the hole. Back up. Then, you'll do the pause cancel. Bada boom. 3 stars. I also melt 6-6, which is 14 power slides and ROIC. This one sucks. Pretty sure we all did this. Nah, there's a lot of people that will just try and... Like, there is a faster method to doing moles, because that one, you lose about, 2 moles while getting the item boxes. Yeah, I'm doing this mission really well. What's the easiest staff ghost? I do not know. The hardest one, I think, is Choco Island. This mission just sucks. 3-8. Which one's 3-8? How nondescript. Oh, right. The Ghost on Friday Snowland is pathetically slow. I'm not even sure, what the times on this ROM is, on this save file is, because it's... They could have been done with hacks or something. I have no idea what the times on this... I don't like looking at time trials on my weird save files. I'm so good at this game. Does that still count? Ah, 2 stars, boo. Well, once people are heading, I said 7-5. Another 20 coins. But worse. Who's the boss for 7 boss? Wiggler? Oh, I like the Wiggler boss. It's not a good final boss, but it is a good boss. Before you 6 boss. No, that's Cheap Chili. Cheap Chili's easy. It's 7-6. Which one's 7-6 again? Right. I probably would have also said this one when I remember struggling on this one for so much. I just keep struggling at this one. I failed it both times at both Oz Speedrun events. Do I mean stars next to my name? Maybe not on this ROM, but I do have it on my normal. No, but if I like, you know, get my normal Mario Kart ROM. Well, look at the end screen reference. I put in the normal cartridge. Look, the actual cartridge. No R4s for me. I really need to back up this save file. Look at that, 3 stars. And because it's technically not counted, 3 stars. Wow, that load felt 8. That load feels really long. What the heck? Wait. Back to the Pico. It's really hard to put the cartridge in when there's 2 cables coming out the back of the DS. Yeah, it felt slightly faster. I have real hardware? Yeah, of course. That's how my times are legitimate. But actually, the current PB you see on the side there, that 5850, that was done on the Wii U, which is technically real hardware, but not in the way that people care about. I put my precious... Actually, I am going to, while I was talking about it, let's grab the 3DS. Now, we're going to replace battery in it. Woohoo! I need to make a video on it, but I haven't actually drained the battery enough. Is it hold select or hold start? I want to hold start. God mode 9, game cart, save file, copy the GM9 that's out. Choose new name. I need a stylus, which I am taking from the OGDS. There it is. It's really hard to take it out beside the cable. Was this just 2026 space submit? Thank you. Start and R. Cool. Now I put Mario Kart 7 back into the 3DS. You lost your stylus long ago. I mean, I don't have a stylus on the 3DS, and it was really funny because I looked at like AliExpress for one, and for some reason it cost like, it was like cents. It was like 10 cents to buy a new stylus, but for some reason it also then cost like $8 in postage. I'm like, that sounds like a bad deal. But anyway, as it is, what's it, 11 minutes past midnight? and I have stuff to do tomorrow. I'm getting real close to the microphone, apologies. I'm going to see if anyone else is playing this godforsaken game. Mario Kart. Nah. No one. Emergencies, players wanted. Just one of the thumbnails. Careful not to scratch your digitizers. If you're trying like a drawing tablet, that's not a bad option. So I'm going to go a softer end because you thought it was this godforsaken platform. What did I say? Oh, I said godforsaken game, didn't I? I'm playing this godforsaken game on this godforsaken platform. Sorry, I don't have a script for this end of section. I just say words. Your digitizer is literally like the touchscreen of the DS. But anyway, that's the stream. Thanks for tuning in. I recommend going to the Oz Speedrun website to to see the times I'm playing Mario Kart DS in your time zone. And for me, it's goddamn 9 AM. Actually, wait a minute. Let me check something. Look at the schedule. It's show me an event time. Yeah, it's still 9 AM. Okay. I wonder if it's like different because of goddamn daylight savings or something, but I can't really tell until daylight savings. I may send a message in Oz Speedrun just to question it, but anyway, that's the stream. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you liked 32 tracks because there's going to be a lot more of them. Hopefully, I can beat my PB. Please. I am sick of having my PB be done on the Wii U. What is my PB on emulator? I don't know. That's probably the one I got like the other way. That was really good. It was like a low 59. But I don't really have anything to say. There's shorts there's a short tomorrow. There's shorts like every other day. I honestly make a lot of shorts. Wow. The next stream will probably be the Monday night stream, where I'll be doing who knows. You want to go eat crabs? I'm not going to because I've never had crabs, but I don't think I'll like them. Well, what am I saying?